Good day, everyone. This video is about a lost movie car. I wouldn't qualify the car as lost, but you'll see what I'm saying. This is a Volkswagen Beetle we're talking about today. It's perhaps one of the most important Disney car stars in history. It's a Beetle between 1958 and 1961, and its first notable appearance was in the 1969 film The Love Bug. It had an important role in this film. First of all, it was what's called a blind driver. Now, of course, most people will wonder what a blind driver is. A blind driver is how they made Herbie appear to be driving himself. The driver will sit in the rear seat. He'll have a full set of cables and controls, and he'll be driving very low, sitting very low in the rear seat. In the original 1969 The Love Bug, he sat just barely high enough to see, but low enough where most of the time he wasn't visible. There's a few scenes like in these scenes here where you can actually barely see the driver's head if you're looking carefully enough. And also another thing to note on this vehicle is that it's easily identifiable in the film because its rear apron, the spot just below the rear bumper and some of the rear fenders is cut off. That's because it's the wheelie car. And not only that, a year after that, in 1970, it had a small scene in the early opening of the movie The Boatniks, coincidentally with Stephanie Powers, who would star in Herbie Rides Again. In 1971, this Herbie, now known as the Cut Apron Herbie, was used exclusively. It filmed the Walt Disney World opening day ceremony with Buddy Hackett, and it also appeared in The $1 Million Duck, which be very paying attention here because you'll notice the license plate OFP 857 on the VW Bug in this scene is Herbie's license plate, and it's no coincidence. In 1972, the car made its last appearance in a Disney film. It was seen in Now You See Him, Now You Don't. The VW Bug Skylar was driving when he had a flat tire, and it was repainted forest green and given a dust so then it would look neglected. So, a sad thing is that the car's VIN has been checked. It's not on the registry anywhere. It's an unregistered car, although I do have to give a slight bit of hope. Why I haven't given up on this car is because when a car is crushed for scrap metal, it will have a certificate of destruction with the VIN, so then it ensures it can never be registered. When we checked the VIN for this Herbie, it had no certificate of destruction, although it also means we have to be precarious about we don't know what kind of condition this Herbie is in. I mean, I have seen cars personally, which I'm going to write in my book. Not all VW Bugs that are left in a wooded area for 20 years come out restorable. Their floors rot, and while they can be fixed if the floor is rotted, once the frame goes, you can't fix it. And I know that from personal experience with a car I used to have. So, what to look for? So, what year is the $1 Million Duck Herbie? I personally don't know, but I know someone who has the VIN, and we think that it is probably a pre-1962 bug, which means it won't have a gas gauge. You heard me right. Pre-62 bugs have no gas gauge. When you run out of gas, you hit a reserve tap and it gives you 1 extra gallon to find the nearest gas station. Yippee! Disney got this bug to make it look more like a 63 bug. Well, instead, they also would change the taillights in the back, so then it would be less obvious from the outside shots that it was. Also, you're looking for a real ragtop bug, one from the factory, not a graft in. Because you see, Disney would sometimes use hardtops to play Herbie, and they would glue a piece of vinyl onto the top to fake a rag top. We're not looking for that. We're not looking for one that also could be grafted in. We're looking for a real factory rag top. If anyone has bugs that are bugs that they know of that match the description I said, please feel free to message me pictures, VINs, anything. Thank you.